In this episode of the Effective E-commerce podcast, we're going to be talking about branding, naming your business, your unique selling proposition, also known as your USP, and the initial phases of starting a company. So let's dive right into it. There's a lot of information here. This is very helpful if you're starting an online store. And I'll have some information at the end of this episode on how you can get a free one-on-one consulting session with me and some courses I have that are perfect for you if you're starting an online store. But let's go into it here. So first off, when you're designing an online store, the most important thing, in my opinion, you need to realize is your site is not for everyone. It shouldn't be for everyone. You're not Amazon. You're not Walmart. I mean, even Walmart isn't really for everyone. But you're not Amazon. Let's say that. Amazon is an online store built for everyone. And you know what? They're almost $1 trillion company. They're a multi-$100 billion company. You don't have that budget. And a lot of people, this is the biggest mistake I see people making, is they think that their store should be for everyone. No, it should be for a very small subsection of people. It should be people, women, 35 to 55 that have children that dance. I mean, that is a very small percentage of the population. But why this is important is because when someone, for instance, my dance clothing company, that's the demographics, 35 to 55, women who have children that dance, when they go to my website, when they go to bdancewear.com, that site is perfect for them. They feel at home. They feel like this is exactly what I expect. This is what I want. Now, if a athletic, straight 25-year-old male goes to bdancewear.com, he's going to be totally disgusted and be like, this site is not for me at all. And that's what you should do. In fact, when you're starting an online store, you should think about, what are the people that would never buy from me? And make sure that that is most of the population. Because to have a strong tribe, to have a strong message, you have to have people that are 100% behind you and people that absolutely hate you. One of the techniques to doing this and trying to figure out who your target demographic is to create an avatar. So what I want you to do is really quickly think about, if you could only sell your product to one person, who would it be? Maybe it's Oprah. Maybe in my case, my performance nut butter, if I could only sell it to one person, Tim Ferriss. Because I know if Tim Ferriss bought my product, then he'd talk about it and everybody would buy my product. So think about who your one person is. For instance, for the dance clothing company, for my Dancewear dance clothing company, my one person is probably a very influential dancer or a dance studio. The next thing you can think about is who would be your 1,000 true fans? Who are the 1,000 people in the United States or in the world? The 1,000 people in the world that you would want to buy from you. And think about it. If you have 1,000 people that each gave you $100 a year, so 1,000 people that love everything you do, love your products, whatever, and they each were willing to give you $100, you make $100,000 a year. Now, obviously that's revenue, that wouldn't be profit. But this is from Kevin Kelly. Kevin Kelly talked about all you really need is 1,000 true fans. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do here with Effective E-commerce. My goal is to get 1,000 people that if I come out with a $100 course, they would be willing to buy it. And then I can make, 6 figures a year easily. But what I did with Dancewear, for instance, is I looked at who are my 1,000 true fans. If I could only sell to 1,000 people in the world, who would they be? And you know what? They'd be dance studio owners in the United States. So I tried to design my company, my website, everything to be perfect for those people, to be perfect for dance studio owners. And there's a lot of different things that I did to do this. Now, for performance nut butter, it'd be high-level athletes. I'd say CrossFit athletes, mud running athletes, triathletes, that kind of thing. I want them to feel like this is the perfect product for me. I wish I had this product from the beginning. So from here, what you can do is start thinking about what is the age range of your ideal customer. Are they male or are they female? What magazines do they read? What websites do they already buy from? And this is really important because if you know that, for instance, people that buy from Dancewear also buy from Macy's.com, I can go to Macy's.com and I can look and say, what are they doing? How do they have their add to cart button? How are they doing their email structure, their post-order emails? I can try to copy as much information from that as I can because my customers are probably already familiar with Macy's.com and their process. And Macy's.com has a lot more money than I do to do testing. Another thing you should look at is Amazon. If you're unsure of what to do, look at what Amazon has done because They've done way more testing than any other e-commerce company out there. So I do have a worksheet for this in my e-commerce success pack. Go to effectiveecommerce.com/success pack and you can sign up. You can get my e-commerce success pack. A lot of goodies in there. There's worksheets for starting your online business, checklists for starting an online business, marketing ideas, and a ton of other information. Next thing I want to talk about is coming up with a company/domain name. So one of the things you need to think about are what are the words that your customers use? What are the keywords? And you can do what's called keyword research. And what a keyword is what word would someone type into Google to find your product? And really think about this hard. And don't just think about it, go ask people. And it's not always cut and dry. For instance, I thought dance clothing was what most people would put into Google to find my products. Turns out dancewear was much more popular for whatever reason. So don't think that you have all the answers. Go talk to your target demographic and see what they think. You can also use the keyword tool in Google. If you just type in keyword tool into Google, it's a tool that helps you figure out on AdWords what keywords to target, and we'll talk about this in a later module. But basically, Google will give you the information for free of how many people a month are searching for different keywords. So you want to find a keyword that has a decent amount of searches, but not a lot of competition. And you want to put that into your title. So for instance, bdancewear.com is my title because I knew dance clothing was very important. And originally, the name of the company was Bylar, but we shortened that just to the letter B because nobody could spell Bylar. So bdancewear.com became our product. Performance nut butter, it's probably people looking for something related to performance and nut butter. Pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory there. So you can go to Google to do that. And if possible, here's another thing. It should imply some kind of a benefit in the name. So read the 22 immutable laws of marketing and the 22 immutable laws of branding for ideas on this. And it's really important to have a name that implies some kind of a benefit. So for instance, performance nut butter, it's nut butter, very self-explanatory, and it'll help give you performance. So the name itself implies some kind of a benefit. Dancewear, I didn't do this. If I could go back in time, I would name Dancewear American Dancewear because American it implies some kind of a benefit. It implies it's made in the USA. It implies it's of higher quality. Healthy Choice is a good example of this. There's a microwavable food item called Healthy Choice. And that's the name of the company. And it implies that the product is healthy as well. So when you say, I'm going to go buy some Healthy Choice from the store, people assume that it's going to be healthy. Now, that might not actually be that healthy. And I'm willing to bet Healthy Choice probably actually isn't that healthy. But because of the name, we think automatically that it is healthy. So next up, we'll talk really quickly about your logo. So you can design your logo yourself. There's this free software called GIMP, or you can just do it in Photoshop. Don't overthink this too much in the early stages, in my opinion. Now, if you're serious and you're really serious about it and you have a bigger budget, if you have a small budget and you don't want to do it yourself, you can go to Fiverr. To get to Fiverr, you can obviously Google Fiverr, or you can get I think your first gig for free if you go to effectiveecommerce.com/Fiverr. I think it gives you like a $5 credit for using my link. You can also go to Upwork to hire someone. I did that. So I did Fiverr. I don't remember what logo I used for Fiverr, but for Upwork, I hired someone to do the Effective E-commerce logo, and then I hired someone on 99 Designs to do the Performance Nut Butter logo because I was serious about that company. I wanted a high quality logo. So you can go to effectiveecommerce.com/99 designs. It's just the number 99 and then designs all lowercase. And if you do run a contest using my 99 Designs link, I will give you a free one-on-one consulting session. So I'd recommend just mocking something up first or having an idea and then putting it up on 99 Designs if you're serious. If you're not as serious, just go to Fiverr. It's $5. It's not a big deal. Or if you're looking for the middle ground, you can go to Upwork. But Upwork does scare me a little bit because you're just hiring one person. I paid about $80 for my Effective E-commerce logo. You might pay, you can pay any range for that. So I want to wrap up the podcast here, and I told you I'd tell you about a way you can get a free one-on-one consulting session with me, and there's a few ways. So the first one is go to iTunes, leave a 5-star review. You got to subscribe and leave a 5-star review, and every month I'm going to be picking someone at random to win a free one-on-one consulting session with me, and Not only that, but by leaving that 5-star review, you're helping out the podcast. You're letting me know that you like this and that I should spend more time and energy on the podcast. Also, if you don't have a store yet, you're looking to start a store, go to effectiveecommerce.com/Shopify, all lowercase. You can sign up. If you're thinking about signing up for an online store anyways, I highly recommend Shopify. I think it's the best one. And I will give you a free one-on-one consulting session. If you use my link, I get a little bit of a kickback from Shopify. So as a thank you, I will give you a free one-on-one consulting session. Plus you get a free 14-day trial as well. I'm saying the word free a lot. I'm just realizing. So that's a good way. But if you're serious about starting an online store, I do have a course. I have a few different courses. Go to effectiveecommerce.com. If you're just starting off, you can go to effectiveecommerce.com/starter course. Let's do starter course. Starter course, all lowercase. And that's a course I have on how to start an online business. Or just go to effectiveecommerce.com and you can find it yourself. Don't worry. I'm also going to be coming out with a complete A to Z course that includes, it's basically a class that'll include weekly mastermind sessions where the entire class gets together and we share information and you can ask me questions. If you want more information on that, go to effectiveecommerce.com/AZ to sign up to get on the wait list for that. It's not going to be launched until January. And if it's successful, I'm going to do it every year. I think that it will be successful. I think that it will be a lot of fun. If you're one of the first people to go, you will get a cheaper rate. It'll be the beta testing round, but that you can go to effectiveecommerce.com/AZ. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast. Definitely check out my YouTube channel too. Go to effectiveecommerce.com/YouTube or just go to YouTube and type in Effective E-commerce. Thank you for listening to the podcast and you have a wonderful day.